Hello there. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, wow. Nickel just read that. That sucks. So, pens and pads at the ready. We're going to have all the normal fun, but we're just going to go into a bit more detail into what we're doing and why. So, that's what the plan's going to be. It's going to be the Dougie account all stream, which will be Apox 6 or Thor's 6. Probably going to break out some Kingmakers, might use some Titans as well. Let's see it. So, Tot, welcome. Fizyelf, that's a new name on my eyes. Welcome, thank you for being here. David T, Arnold, Bob Lucia in the house. No Tour 11 notes needed for you, buddy. Absolutely amazing Tour 11 content if anyone is unaware of Bob Lucia. Andrew, it's just the same, but instead of just having a nice time, we'll have a discussion in the chat about different options. Yes, this will be a 3-match series straight off the bat. Ronnie's an epic Tour 11 player. So yeah, it will just be the same, but a bit more analysis and a bit more... oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. He's a boy. He's a boy. So I'm going to play... I'm going to actually play 20% on this. Just with that headwind as well. I'm playing from the third tee. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to lay up old school. Back down here. Don't want those trees in the way at all of anything that we're doing. Left of the fairway is better, but it's not essential. Just anywhere short is fine. But be careful of that timer now. They've changed the rules as well. If anyone doesn't know, they've changed the rules on the timer. They have. So get it up there and then have a little guardian. Oh, I might be a bit far. Ooh, dearie me. I should have gone that shorter. Let's see what we got. Should be able to fashion something. Hey, Ingrid, Scott, Clutch, you need to send me a message on Facebook, buddy. I don't know what your Facebook name is, so I couldn't find you earlier. And you definitely need to start streaming. If anyone doesn't know Clutch, you need to get on board with his channel right now at the start, because the guy's a beast. As always, please talk about what you're doing on stream. Talk about any good content that you've seen. We want all of the community to be promoted and shouted out and supported here. This is left. Always okay. Straight line at the pin. Very fortunate. I have done a terrible shot there. I don't know if that tree's in play either. Fuck me. Right, so I'm going to have to try and curl this in between those trees here. Yeah, I'm going to have to curl this in between those trees. No. What a terrible start. What a terrible start. This is where you're going to get some of your Tour 11 tips and tricks, everyone. Deary me. Deary me. So, hopefully Ronnie just puts us out of our misery here. Yo, Ball PC Guy, welcome. Pete, UK, Honey Badger, Terry, Gary as well. Excellent. We want to play some Gary. We want all the Kafifi boys in the house and on the stream. If anyone wants to match up, it's going to be Tour 11 the whole stream. And we'll probably be on for an hour and a half-ish. Depends on Lady Kim and when she returns home. So basically, there was nothing wrong with the idea on that shot. It was just terribly executed. It's another nice wind for the shot though. Let's not waste any backspin this time. No, I do need to worry about that tree though. The tree to the left, I mean. I really don't know what I'm doing. It's funny, isn't it, when you find yourself in a totally foreign position. There you go. That's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Right, okay, so we're going to start with a defeat. Yo, Bridger, yes, this is the very first hole. Unfortunately, wretched, absolutely wretched. Out of bounds on the second shot. Terrible drive, went 10 yards too long. And, yeah, I do still think it was the right play in that wind, just terribly executed. The other option, of course, being what Ronnie did. And risking that left-hand side or the bunker or anything. The only bad side about what Ronnie did was if he was less fortunate, then he could have ended up behind a tree with no shot at the pin. But yeah, basically, neither of us covered ourselves in any glory there. So if anyone does have any questions about anything, then please just shout them out. So layup or go for it here. I think I'm going for it. It would be strange if I didn't go for it. I hate these new holes. I'm yet to play any of these new holes in tour play, so it does make it a little bit tricky. I'm not going to be bouncing very far down there, so I'm going to just put a couple of topspin on, or 1.5. Maybe a little bit of curl. Ugh. Long. Should have not gone with the topspin. Oh, it's not long, it's absolutely perfect. Alright. So, in fact, you know, with the new holes, I'm going to be fashioning my own understanding for the first time as well. So there will be a lot of hacking this around, unfortunately. There we go. Brand new content from James Gillespie right there. Make sure you're checking out Fun and James's channel. Golden Shop stuff just posted. So Ronnie's going with a little bit more topspin. Maybe he's not going to go with a full OP. I know, Clutch, that would have been epic if that had dropped. I will, Gary. I will dip my toe back into Tour 11, but I need to do it slowly, and I need to like really make sure that I'm understanding what the situation is on shootouts. Yo, Roberto, thanks for the good luck, buddy. Yeah, Sebastian, that is never the intention. Alright, so there is some elevation on this, and it's coming away from max, so I'm just going to try and curl this one round and use about 6. Can't hit a perfect ball. Too much. Too much, but a nice shot, and that's Ronnie under pressure there. I don't know if he'll be able to get there with that wind. No, am I saying your name right, Physiof? Because I don't want to be mispronouncing anyone's name. It looks like Ronnie's going to be able to get there, which is good. Because we want to have a look at some shootouts, as many as possible. It's just more about talking, and you're as much a part of this as anyone. You've got, many of you have got experience in Tour 11, so we're just talking about tips, strategies, best play, club strategy, when we get to shootouts, elevations, things like that. Just the things that, the little details. And nice and safe there. Nice and safe. As good as he could have hoped for. And what was that, Bob? Double bounce to third fairway for sand bump. Oh, you mean with that wind? So what spin adjustment would have been required off the drive with that wind? Because I went with just shy of 2, came up perfectly to the end of the second fairway there. So do share your experience. Yo, Daniel MacArthur in the house, welcome. All right, this one's horrible. So I think I'm going to play for a rough bump here. And the option here is basically land on the centre strip of fairway with some right spin, probably maybe even half a top spin in that wind. Maybe no top spin at all. Maybe just some right spin. See how Ronnie turns out. A little bit of underpower, I think, as well there. And that's lovely. Up on the flat. I think up on the flat is a good shot here. I'm yet to see this be absolutely dialed in. Oh, my wind's basically a horizontal. Makes me want to play down here, just normally. I'm going to play it like that with all the right spin, no back spin. Oh, I am tempted to put a click of backspin on, and I'm going to go 6-ish rings. Oh shit. Oh shit. Roll back down. So it's another defeat, and definitely half a backspin was the play there. I thought it was the play, and I didn't do it because I was running out of time weighing up my options, and this highlights the problem when stepping up to a tour. And my terrible play can also be part of this, because that perfectly highlights the problem of stepping up to a tour when there's new courses there. You don't know what you're doing. And if we play courses where we do know what we're doing, and everything is second nature, and you know every blade of grass and what you're going to do in every single wind, that's when you just start absolutely creaming it on a tour, and you can't lose, and you just progress at a rapid rate. These new holes are going to be tricky. They're going to be very tricky. H1HK, welcome. Jay Flannery, Andrew McCann. Hopefully I'm not over-egging the English for you, my brother. Clint, have you got, are you doing some Golf Clash content? He is. My golly goodness me, look at this. We've got a new name there. Well, it's new to me, and let me tell you, it doesn't tell me what number subscriber I am, but I am your new subscriber. Tommy Boy, thank you very much for that. It was, it was a very good time. Very good time in the last tournaments. And a nice change, I felt. You know, there's been plenty of challenging ones in a row. Yeah, we can get a bit greedy here, I think. So I'm going to go 10-ish rings, 11 maybe. And then borrow plenty of that. Oh my gosh, I cannot hit a perfect ball. So whenever you hit a great in with a 13 wind, you're going to really be pushing the boundaries of that rough. That's definitely one of those occasions you want to hit a great into the wind, I would say. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of finding out what's going on, I'd say, clutch. I always end up flying past this hole. So I'm going to go with loads of backspin, because I hate flying over this hole. Good knowledge there, Bob. And are you going to be doing any more till 11? When are you starting those up again? That's a huge underpower. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. So I'm not just going to kill this game. But I do want to have a go at this shot. So it's not going in. And yeah, we're nearly back at min. So I'm going to play this as just no elevation and a minimum number, maybe a bit over a minimum number. Yeah, 8 and a bit. And a perfect ball. What are the chances of that? Well, it's nice to not go 10 yards past the hole, I can tell you that. What were you losing on, Brian? What holes? Was it a particular course, or was it just having the new holes in there, or just playing like a douche? So I suffer with all of them. Ryan Ruffino, welcome. Thanks for being here, buddy. That's what it says, Andrew. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Last week was really, really weird. Like 180 odd subscribers to the channel last week. So don't be silly, Ronnie. I ain't benefiting from that. Yo, Lee Chamberlain, welcome. Tony Richardson in the house. Another expert gold medal winner last week. Popping his expert winner's cherry with an amazing round. All of that stuff's on his channel, as well as loads of pro stuff as well. Tour play, everything from Mr. Richardson. Another British streamer. There's quite a few British streamers now, actually. Of course, we've got Pete Johnson, absolute legend. Slickshot Steve, Nema Chris, another Scott. Help me out, fellas. I'm sure I'm missing plenty. Right, okay, so this one from the third tee is basically going to be played at a 30%, maybe even 35%. I'm going to play this with loads of backspin, and it's going to be a nigh on 15 ring adjustment up here at max. Oh dear, I'm going to be adjusting down this cliff as well. So I'm going to go a bit less. and push forward. Shouldn't have gone a bit less. Look at the push that the ball's got with that backspin, with that side wind. Oh, horrible adjusting down a cliff. No, I shouldn't have gone less, and my landing position was well off. And the guide not nearly offset enough either. So what we want to be doing here is watching what Ronnie does and hope at some point he's going to play a sun bump. No, he's not. Hopefully we get some old holes. Yo, Asif, welcome. Katie, thank you for being here. No, Bob, right, you can't rewind because get in the hole, get in the hole. Right, so, fair diddles, Ronnie gave me a right 3-0 whoop in there. Right, so, we move on. We need some old holes, real bad. Real bad. No, Randy, and the reason for that is because the option is not available on DU Recorder. So that's like a setup that's on YouTube Gaming. And I think I can go back to YouTube Gaming if I get 1,000 subscribers. Oh, dearie me, this is horrible. I might just QB this. And just curl it. Oh no, what's my draw? Oh, bollocks, no. I need to... Yeah, I need to... Right, so 10.3... like in minimum distance here, or close to it. So get that cat on. Hopefully leave a position where we can use all that top spin and get over to the green. And just get down there as far as you can. If you can't get over, that is. If you can get over, even if it's a risk, it's probably worth going for. It depends how you play. I mean, I would probably try and get over without using special balls, obviously. I thought my wind was a little bit more in the head. Tommy, I just saw that. Yeah, douching up. I am experting in that today. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, right, Randy. What's your bag there, Andrew? You got over nicely. I'm wary of that top spin here. That might well prove to be an error, but I am going full. Still too much? Sit down. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And especially having not listened to the thought I had on that shootout where I didn't put on any backspin, I'm definitely needing to listen to any thoughts that I have, even if they're just an inkling. Sorry, the chat's moving really fast. I'm trying to back up, make sure I haven't missed any questions. Golden shot. I'll tell you what, Tony, the public are waiting for the shot. Everyone was enjoying that amazing content last time, and in fact, I have purposely delayed my my playing of the golden shot. So yes, indeed. Oh, Clutch, that weekend round, that video was utterly hilarious. It is so hard to do those. Whoa, there. Let's just. It's so hard just to talk into a video when there's no one there, especially if you're not used to it. And as well, like you could see throughout the video as well how you got more and more giddy, and it was absolutely hilarious. After that drive on 18, you were giggling, and it was very, very funny. Daniel, sorry, when you say play that whole 30% elevation max numbers, what hole were you referring to? I don't know how far behind I am in the chat. What's your other what's your thoughts at there, Andrew? Oh, okay, this one is definitely going to be a bounce over for me. Julian looks like he's doing something I've never seen before. Oh, is he just playing the rough bump? Is he playing the rough bump with the wood? Not seen that shot with the wood. No. Don't know if he knows what he was doing, but that still might win. Because what have I got? A cat. Again, this is not an adjustment I'm familiar with either. So I'm just going to try and play it the way I played it before, which is with a little bit of backspin, a little bit of right spin, maybe a bit less backspin, and then I'm going 7.5 rings. Ooh, not sure what rings that is, to be honest, but I'm running out of time. Damn bunker. It's alright though. Oh, dearie me. It's better than alright. It's an absolute beauty. So the accidental adjustment working a treat there. It was definitely slightly over. But sometimes you know if you're there or thereabouts. Yo, David Olsen, welcome. Thanks, buddy. Ronnie, amazing matches, buddy. I don't know what happened on that last match, mate. On your second shot, that was unfortunate. There was no way I was going to steal that one away for that unfortunate hook. Don't bother messaging Playdemic. It's your fault. You've got a dirty screen or a bad connection. Delighted you found the stream, buddy. Thank you so much. You do, Lee. You do. You definitely need to watch this video of Clutch. Okay. So look at this. Just the blast through. Good left. I'm going to try and thread it through. I might use a Thor's here, just because we haven't used it yet. So obviously need to get it set up here, and so I'm going to push up at the end of this as well. I'm going to go 7.5, give or take. Left, really left. Surprised at that. But it's come through nice, and well, I'm sure most of us have seen that view plenty over the last week. Andrew, yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. That is a tough bag to attempt Tour 11 on, but it is possible, and you just need to get a bit creative. That APOC 4, if you do need it in a shootout, is absolutely useless. So yeah, it's that is tough. It's tough. So you either need to just spend this time grinding Tour 10, or wow. Okay, I'm going to go with no spin. And I'm going to play this at 4 rings. No, 4.5 rings. 4 and a bit rings. No, too much. Too much. Oh, how many times does the first thought appear to be the correct one, and then you talk yourself out of it? So, a shootout anyway, that's good. K David 5, welcome, thank you for being here. Mark Queebury, thank you for being here. And Tavis as well. Wow, everyone's coming. Slick, your ears must have been burning. Welcome. And no, I had to listen on the wireless at lunch, and then I tracked it on Crick Info all afternoon. And yeah, remarkable performance by Morgan. Absolutely fantastic. Yo, T-Bone. No. Oh, for goodness sake, man. Give us an old shootout hole. So this is going to be horrible. I haven't got a clue what to do here, I can tell you that much. So I'm probably going to follow Julian down here, I think, in this side wind. Saying that, look how ugly that landing spot is. Oh, and he's just flicked into his APOC as well. Does he know? Surely he needs more backspin than that APOC's got. Oh no, it's an APOC 5. Wow. Or is it one of these that I need to... I am really clueless about this. So I'm going to go there and go 6 rings. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. Okie dokie, that was nice. That was just having a look, having a play, and then it coming off the way you planned it. So I'm pleased with that. Obviously the key with that huge crosswind always will be... Oh. Okay. Isn't that weird that you'd have a rematch with someone and then just bugger off without saying anything? Yo, Peter Johnson in the house as well, and Raya. Of course, they always come as a pair. H1HK, welcome. Have I said hello to you? Because hello. Adam Khan, welcome. Apologies if I've missed anyone's arrival. Sweet Ace, there we go. Clark! Oh my gosh, the more I go up, the more people I've missed. Apologies. Apologies for my tardy acknowledgement of your arrival. Hello. Hello. Well, did we decide we can go straight over with a 13 something wind? I think a 13.5 is the straight over wind, like no rough bump. Let's give it a go. Oh my gosh, a good right. That's going to lose some distance. Don't stick in the rough. Lucky, very lucky. So if I hit that perfect, then I would have bounced straight over. It's something I've yet to do, but I've only observed it as possible when I overflew the rough with the same wind and had the topspin on, expecting it to be a sand or rough bump, because you don't really know which one it's going to be, because you might hit a good ball. Now my man's just gone with the 2 topspin there, so he is clearly going for the rough in between the bunkers and just dribble out beautifully. Generally, I'm either full back or full top on this one. Yo, Michael Manson, welcome. Thank you for being here. Is this Stephen, Pete? Yo, Geek Army, welcome. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, this is horrible. These are the nasty ones. Should be outside of the cup job. Looks like a fairly consistent landing spot. Not great with the wind. Oof, dearie me, snakes in there. I am so wary of those because I was in the Masters tournament like a few months ago, and I had this tiny little chip, and I had the ball guide outside the line of the hole, and it moved like a cup and a half, and it was the tiniest little chip, and I've been scared to death of them ever since. K David 5, I've not heard of a band called Clutch. What are they playing? What's their jam? It's festival season. I tell you what, the reason I'm not going to be playing the tournament next week, or I say I'm not going to be playing the tournament, I might try and squeeze in a single account, but there definitely won't be weekend rounds streamed or opening rounds streamed. There'll probably be qualifying stuff Monday, Tuesday, but Wednesday to the following Monday I'm going to be at Glastonbury, and I cannot wait. So festival. Oh, that is a poor prediction. That is, Pete Johnson. You obviously thought your man had bigger kahunas, but I can tell you for nothing, he don't. 15 wind with a Thor, that's good knowledge. It's 13 plus. I've tried it with 13 and I have stuck in the rough with a perfect ball, so it has to be over 13 and a straight wind, and you're laughing. But I haven't done it, I haven't landed it, so I still don't know what the outcome is, but I'm very, very interested in it. Yo, Caddy, welcome. Kafifi represent in the house tonight. Alright, so we can either bounce on the first fairway with loads of topspin and curl with the APOC. We can bounce on the second fairway quite easily here with the Thors and just the left curl that the Thors has got. We haven't got the wind to go to the third fairway directly, but no bother here. So my man's going on the first fairway with the Thors. I would definitely be a bit more aggressive on that, because because you can get right down to the end of the third fairway if you bounce on the island. Whereas he is not going to be right down there. He's going to be there in the middle. Gallo in the house, welcome. Alright, so... I need to be hitting perfect ball a bit better than I have been for this shot. That's a bit better. So, I would definitely want to be down there as far as possible. That would be the plan there. Yes, well, it was basically an identical drive to what he did on 9 as well. But on 9, it was just like the end of a great front 9. At 18, it was the end of an epic round, and it was all giggly. So here, basically, the second shot, it's probably going to be like a minimum thorn, and the option will either be to use the back slope to dunk it, or to come in the front door with loads and loads and loads of right spin, all the right spin and a couple of back spin. I might be too far right for that. That's a good effort. That's a very good effort. Very nice. And that's always my preferred option as well, unless I absolutely have to use the backspin option. So we're not far beyond minimum distance, so I'm going to go just shy of 3 rings. Oh, for flip me. So that isn't going in. And a perfect would have been close. So that's disappointing, fluffing your lines there, but... it happens, doesn't it? It happens. Peter is a rematcher, so we're doing well for rematches. I tell you what, this is almost unheard of on Tour 11. And it's just, we're playing against the people that like a rematch, which is absolutely fantastic. There's nothing like a rematch. Oh, good. Oh, wow. Brilliant. I've got basically everyone who just rips me, like burns me to the ground is in this chat, so it always makes for a highly entertaining stream when the Kafifi boys, Pete, both the Pete UKs, there's no let up. All we need now is for Matteo or Eric to arrive and it's all over. So here, horrible wind to play this nicely, so it's just going to be a layup shot here like Peter's doing. Don't think it's going to be worth risking anything else. I don't think it's going to be possible. So I'm going to have to put the APOC back on because that's the only bag I've got a cat on. Yeah, no chance. Absolutely no chance. Don't want to be greedy on that spin. It's nothing for threatening that rough down there. About 8.5-ish rings. I don't think I'm going to curl it either. Just hit a great ball instead of curl. Sometimes what I prefer to do. Oh, clutch, it's always, man, it's always. This is what happens. Make sure your stream has a brand and you absolutely will fly. So, I don't know how it's happened, but I've got a bunch of absolute badass players, loads of streamers, and yeah, the piss gets taken regularly, which is the best way. It's the only way. Roro, welcome. Yo, Mossy, welcome. Are we going to be doing this thing or what? Or have I been swapped out? Sub Teo in the house. Welcome. Oh my life. Oh my life. This is this is going to be fun. Oh right. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to try and tap it up there safely because there's no point in risking anything that isn't safe when your man's gone in the bunker there. So I can just play that as a normal adjustment. So 4.3 rings. Tiny little bit of curl. Didn't need any curl, but just a little bit, just because. Yeah, I think everyone's trying to match up and bring it all on. Except last time I think that happened, you all ended up playing each other and I ended up playing randoms the whole time. Oh, this will be tough with a Spitfire 5. Oh no, he's got enough. He's got enough. Now, straighten up that wind, this technique here, will basically mean his ring play is... You see how he's just testing out what happens when he moves his target up and down the line? Should mean he's got a bit more room for a great ball, and also it doesn't really matter if he over adjusts or under adjusts his rings because it's all in a straight line. That should miss left though. Yo, Michael Gale, it's winning and losing, you know, winning and losing. All right. Okay, so it's not a big adjustment. I'm still going to put the ball through the hole. I hate it, and it happens all too often where my wedge shots come up short. So about 6 rings there. Oh no, and it's gone too much adjustment. Did he just say nice shot? You're always up for T5. You're not playing T5. You're not playing T5. That double rough bump that Neo played was absolutely incredible. It was only made better by the fact it was a great ball. It was incredible. If anyone has not seen that, please make sure you're checking out Neo's Masters round. I think he separated it out into a little video as well. So, right, what wind we got here? Okay, so this is going to be a blind bounce over setup. So I'm going to start off where I want to land with my cat, which is going to be, I'm going to do 2.5 in backspin. There are wins when you do 2, but I'm going to do 2.5 in this. Then my cat's going to turn into my APOC, and I'm going to play a 20% minimum number, which is 4.5 rings. And then just a tiny little haven't got a clue, Carl. Great right. Didn't want to drop that one. Looks like it's okay, but it is going to be really right. That's going to be the horrible 5-yard line. So even could have got away with 3 backspin there. And I think I cautiously pulled forward another half a ring as well. So that's a terrible line. But the best way to, or the only way to really be able to get these down is by failing and failing and failing. And you just have to learn the different spin adjustments. You see, you have got the option of going all the way to the end on this shot. On most blind setups, you don't have that option. In this case, you do. You can set up with your thoughts on that tiny last little pin. But you might as well set up with your wood and then adjust on the line that you want. Peter is not adjusting on the line that he wants. The orientation of that wind was very strange. But he's just eyeballing it because that's all you need to do. Just know what your ring play is. This looks like a good line. Yeah, and he's got the right spin on. Oh, has he? Is this going to kick left? It should be okay. Yeah. Poor shot from me. I should have used more backspin. But there are 3 of those shots where you need to set up for a blind bounce over in Tour 11 shootouts. Oh, man. What is it? Why aren't people finishing off the... Oh, for goodness sake. Ooh, so... Yeah, it's actually an official measurement now, Clutch. So you've got the baby curl is the ball to the edge of the white circle, but when the edge of the ball is halfway into the circle, that's the haven't got a clue curl. Yeah, Roro, that's the thing, isn't it? When you can visualise the game. I'm so sick of these new holes, man. Come on! Are they taking the piss or what? I hate new holes. Oh, it's got to be a... I want to say it's got to be a hook here. I'm going to do a 20 ring hook. Well, I'm surprised that landed there. I'm not going to lie. That was terrible. That was terrible. So your options here are try and smash it over with a regular shot or a hook, layup, and that's pretty much it. Wow, that was so lucky. That was so lucky because it should have probably been the bunker. But when you miss it that badly... I'm sure I only went 20 rings there. Mossy, anytime you want, buddy. We can do it after this, or we can do it another time when you're free. There's going to be more streams this week, so whenever it's convenient, buddy. Basically. That looks like a nice line. Or is he a bit right as well? He is a bit right as well. Oh, thanks, Andreas. I thought it was strange that that he would have not wanted a rematch. I'm going to put that just a touch outside. This is usually quite a forgiving funnel. Ugh. Yes! The booty of a funnel. The booty of a funnel. Excellent, Bob. So, do make sure, if you like, fantastic Tour 11 content, beautifully explained, with proper analysis, because Bob does full production value on his stuff. So he adapts his videos, makes them all look nice with screen grabs of landing positions. It's just fantastic analysis. He knows what he's doing. How you getting on with these new holes, Bob? Yeah, Bob, sorry. How you getting on with the new holes? Because I hate new holes, man. Hey to you. Oh, yeah. I've got my Swedish background. Get in the hole. And that's how to do it with a perfect ball. I like my great ball drops, as you all saw. Big fan of a great ball drop. Right. Oh, come on, man. This is rubbish. I think so, Clutch, man. It's crazy, this is. Excellent, Andrew. I think also Gary and Caddy and Teo, probably Pete. So we could. Oh, it's another one. Oh no, it's a much smaller wind. So this was always a hole that you needed to be sat on the lip, but I don't know if it is from Tour 3. I just haven't got enough experience of it to say. Alright, so I'm going to play it at 5 rings. Maybe a bit more, 5 and a something. Oh, come on, man. So this was, oh, it's already overshot, but 3. Is that 3 backspin? I need to have a review of this. I'm going to be making so many notes. So many notes. Because, these holes are a mystery. They're an absolute mystery. And there's one thing I hate. It's not knowing shootout holes. Right. But we're still hovering on a 50-50 thing here, which isn't too bad considering we started with 3 defeats. Oh, so this happened before. Everyone who who tried to match up with me ended up playing each other. Yo, Posty, welcome. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, the expert content in particular is of an extremely high quality right now. Oh, hello. Can we go for green? Or will it just end up in the drink? I love hitting that drink. Pete Johnson, would you be going for the green here? Yeah, thanks R. Sullivan. Yeah, we got that message, and it's all good. It's all good. So, Monster Tailwind. Pete with Duncan. Tailwind. That's the drink, isn't it? No, sand. I'd rather the sand than the drink. No real toys on this account, so it's just going to be... Right, so... See what that looks like. Oh, I didn't... Just took some curl off right at the last second. Come on. Come on then! That's possibly the best shot I've ever done on stream. Oh my gosh, what a fucking shot. That was incredible. Oh. Wow. So, for anyone thinking, who's this chump, right? Occasionally, right, there's some good golf that gets played. Very, very seldom, but could be worth hanging around for. Right. I would never normally wish someone to miss a shot, but I'm so glad that I am tapping in for my eagle on this par 4 and to win the hole, not to go to a shootout. That was insane. My money is on no rematch, but I'm sure I normally get a rematch out of Stefano. Oh. Wow. Wow, I am absolutely delighted with that shot. Oh man. I haven't put my do not disturb on. Thank you everyone. Thank you. If I missed any arrivals or questions or anything during all that, hello, welcome, thank you for being here. Oh, we've got Stephen again. So we got to go for it this time. We have the wind, so we got to try and smash it over there. Good, Tommy. I mean, surely that, even if I wasn't on stream and I did that, I would have still been giggling like a little schoolgirl. So, I imagine you all have expressions as well, so I'm sure some of you can resonate. Oh, Peter, what? Man, I knew what had happened because it was the in angle. It was the in-camera angle, but it was a terrible shot. But yeah, I just went, did he just say nice shot? Yeah, totally understandable. Wow, you see, when you play people and then they just pop in to say hello. Absolutely love that. Alright, get rid of that cat. Sick of having that cat on. Right, I'm going to go full beans, eh? Clutch. The beans are full. Maybe a bit less, actually. Little great left. Oh, I've well overkilled that. I have well overkilled that. It's not even going to land. Oh, it is going to land on the rough. That's nice. Better than I deserve. Well, better than I deserve. Too much curl and great left. Terrible. And it is going to need a max overpower Nirvana now. Max overpower Nirvana, everyone's favourite thing in the world. Roro, full beans in English rather than American English means you're giving it everything. You're giving it full, max. Whereas it seems that is not a very common expression around the world, so it has led to mockery. I'm even tempted to lay up here, and I hate to say the words because laying up sucks. I mean, that's why. I might try and roll through that rough, but it's definitely not a shot that I'm expecting to have any good things come out of. Oh, good is not good. Roll through, yes. So at least it achieved the aim. Pull a runner? I don't know what that means, Rabito. Oh, Rick, thank you so much. I'm really glad you found the stream. Really glad you're enjoying it. Oh, dear. Alright, okay. We all know what's going on here. So this is just over minimum distance, which is 4 per ring. So I'm going to go back here. Great right. Oh, can't hit a perfect ball. So, I tell you what, that would have been nice. That would have been really nice. Oh, do a runner. All right, Gary. Well, I think Stephen is going to play again. He didn't. Oh. He does rematch when he wins, just not when he loses. Leggett, yes. Shout out your favourite English phrases, British phrases, not meaning to discriminate against any Welsh, Scottish or Irish viewers. Oh, gosh, come on, man. Come on. Oh, yeah, I'm actually just going to go with the Thors. And let's put a Kingmaker on. 11-4 in the face. So I'm going see what the... Yeah, play the max ring adjustment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This could flick the rough. No. Oh my gosh. I hate new holes. Oh my life. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. At least on a short par 4 it's not gonna hurt you, and that funnel is equally findable with the Spitfire as well. Thor's Hammer is the most complete club, I would say, but you know, no club is perfect, and if you want any curl, the Thor's is not usable, but in every other department it's fantastic. I say every other department. Again, if you need max length, then it's not for you. But I take a Thor's 7 as my standard ahead of an Apox 7. My only problem is I don't have any Thor's 7s. He's played that lovely. Really risky, but lovely. I played the safe shot and I'm in the sand. Yes, K. David, but you know, you got to imagine though that I hit a great right and I still trickled into the bunkers on the left. So a perfect ball wouldn't have been better. It would have been shitter quicker. Which is not the look. It's definitely not the look. Right, what we're doing elevation-wise. Okay, what we're doing distance-wise. So we're at max. So it'd normally be... I'm not going to put any spin on this whatsoever. I'm just going to hang it out here to the left and play about 7-ish rings. Maybe a bit more. Just a bit more. No! And again, I would have loved to have hit a great into the wind there. Not with the wind. Not with the wind. Wretched. Can't hit a perfect ball, unfortunately. Yo, baby in the house. Albie, welcome. Sorry for missing you, buddy. I am going to give you a Fenzel. I'm going to give you more than a Fenzel. I'm going to say Fenzel loads of times now in the next little bit. So for those of you that like to win iPads without doing anything, 2 streams that you need to subscribe to quickly are GC Fenzel and GC Addict TV. All you need to do to win or to be eligible to be in the draw for Fenzel's iPads, and I say pads plural because he's got a 750 sub giveaway and I think he's at 730, so the quicker you get over there, the quicker we can all win an iPad. And I say we all, meaning me. I want it, but get over there, subscribe to GC Fenzel, and then make sure that you're a member of the 19th Hole on Facebook. The 19th Hole on Facebook. If it's not a group you're familiar with, almost every streamer that you are watching will be part of that family. It's the biggest group of streamers that I'm aware of. I don't know any other group that has got more streamers in it. There must be 30 in the 19th alone. Just a great group, so you're not going to do yourself a disservice by joining that group, and then subscribe to Fenzel's channel. If you do those 2 things, then you're going to be eligible to enter the competition. You're going to have a 1 in 750 chance. Right, let's have a look what we got here. I think it was... Oh, we got a side wind, so... Well, it's a cross side. I think I'm going to play with the Thor's Hammer here. Down there, and maybe not. I've got my Guardian on. So he's played that the best part of 9 rings, and then pulled back 1. And hit a great ball. And it's coming in nice-ish. It's not terrible. You wouldn't expect to win many shootouts with it, but it's a tough hole. It's a really tough hole. So I'm going to play it with all the right spin and one backspin. Doesn't quite look right, does it? Half a backspin, 10.3 in wind. No, just 12.5. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it let me have that. So, nice shot. Bit heavy on the right spin. Bit greedy on using up all the time. But a nice shot. Came in nice with that half a backspin. So we'll have a final match. I was half expecting him not to play that. Joe Chappelle, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, and everyone else as well. Honestly, I don't get many notifications. I don't know why, but I don't, and it's a great shame because I would love to be told every single time, but it just don't happen like that. All right, so I'm just going to play this with a 10% elevation and max number, so about 5 rings here. Even though the wind is going to the left, I'm still going to curl it left. Spin it left. I'm going to take that little bit of distance back as well. Oh, for goodness sake. This should be left. This is going to be in the rough. I can't hit a perfect ball. I don't think a perfect would have saved me there. I think it was just a terrible shot. So I need wind to save me, even on a hole I know inside out. Yeah, Justin, I think it's just a bit dodge sometimes. So I would suggest restarting your YouTube app, because basically the only thing you can do is turn it off and on. Yo, Alex Sierra, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, but Pete, I mean, I get told of like 1 in 20, or it's like so rare. Oh no. That's no fun, is it? That's no fun at all. Can't even control my my app with my huge sausage fingers. Oh, dearie me, this is so ugly. I think if I was to count up the amount of perfect balls I've hit today, I would probably only need one hand. Peter Johnson plays 12 and 11. Plays whatever he wants. Gary. So this, I was saying to Pete the other day, or I was saying on stream, and Pete was talking about it. This is an alba I have never made on any account. I've yet to sink this shot, and I've had it done against me like at least 5 times. So annoying. Oh wow, Albie. So what are your bags set up now? This would generally be one that I backspin in, depending on the wind, just because I don't like the setup there in the middle of that hole. Alright, okay, so I'm going to play this, try and get it down here as close to the pin as possible. I'm definitely going to play at least a max number, probably a little bit more, might go about 5-ish rings here. Again, I'm pushing the time. Ah! For goodness sake. For goodness sake. I have pushed the time to the absolute limit today, and I don't want to release on 0 anymore because I've timed out twice during the tournament. That is the classic case when I would definitely have enough time to pass, and now I'm scared to do it. Oh, for goodness sake. So, a great shame that I cannot hit a perfect ball. Well played, Stephen. Absolutely fantastic. Makes it 2-all for the day. And back down we go. I'd love to finish on max. Probably going to play another 15-20 minutes or so. See if we can get another 3 or 4 games. Where were you there, Gary or Caddy? Or anyone else trying to match up? Oh, it's me. Oh, would you even believe it's this hole again? Man alive, this is a piss take. Right, so steady on the curl. Let's live and learn, shall we? Let's live and learn. 9.5. 9.5, and it's nowhere near max, so I'm going to play that about 6 rings. Maybe a bit less, in fact. Just don't want to risk anything. So it should be a Guardian in mid-distance there. Depending on what the wind is, will be depending on what you do. The worst possible wind you can have here would be like a right to left wind. I don't even think there's a good way of playing it that I've seen. Not that you can hit the funnel or roll down that slope nicely. We haven't had a Win 5 wanker this stream. It's always the highlight of a tour stream when you get a Win 5 wanker, but they have eluded us today. It's nice to see some old holes again, K David 5. I would say it was really nice to play these ones again, because I haven't played these in tour play in probably getting on for 2 years. So it's nice to see them from the 3rd tee as well in my little Masters practice that I did before I put everything in expert. So it's nice to see those old holes again, because you know that was a big part of the game. That was right. This is not the wind that is going to lead to anything good, I would say. Oh, leave me alone. Okay, I'm going to play a mid number with a 10% elevation, so about 4.5-ish rings. I'm short on time again, and I don't... Man alive. Perfect, would it look nice again? Have to sort my timing issues out, and it's so hard on new holes because you don't know what you're doing, so you spend half your time looking at what you're doing instead of setting up what you're doing, and then the setting up time is the shot time, and then you've got no time. All of these holes will become a lot more fluid, but they're definitely a work in progress right now. What tour are you playing, Lee? You know, how flush you feel is dependent on how much money you need. So, obviously, if you were playing Tour 12, then 160 million wouldn't cut it. But if you're playing Tour 9, then 160 million is minted. There you go. And you must be absolutely killing it to have that bank. So, what's stopping you stepping up to Tour 10? Are you familiar with the work of GC Fenzel? GC Fenzel, the guy you need to subscribe to and join the 19th hole to be winning in with a chance of winning an iPad on 750 sub giveaway and 1000 sub giveaway. I didn't finish telling you about GC Addict TV to win his iPad on his 1000 sub giveaway, which I think is nearly 900, or maybe he is 900 now. So, you know, both of these things are very, very close. You need to subscribe to GC Addict TV's YouTube channel, and then you need to screenshot that subscription, either on your phone or on your computer, and then post on the GC Addict TV Facebook page that you have done that. Then you'll be given a number, and that's how you're eligible for all of Chris's draws, because Chris does draws every time he gets 50 subs. I think he gives away a £25 card, and every time he gets 50 subs he gives away a £50 card. I think that's how it works. So this giveaway is happening all the time on Chris's streams, but at 1000 it's the big one. Alright, so this is a tricky one in a tailwind. I like to play loads of backspin here. 11.6. I'm going to play that about 13 rings-ish. I mean, we'll have a look, but it's going to be getting on for a 30% over adjustment. Looks good. Looks good. Looks really good. Looks really good. Come on down. Come on down. That's the line. That's the line. See what happens when you get a hole, you know? You just play it. So, yeah, it's knocking on the door of a 30 ring adjustment, a 30% elevation in this particular wind. In other winds it plays differently because you've got this huge elevation change, so a tailwind is going to affect your ball more in the air when you're shooting downhill than when you have a side wind. So it's really hard to give. And then there was a conversation going on earlier when a guy asked for elevations. He said, I just want elevations. It's not as simple as elevations, because if you played that at 20% every time, then you'd fly, you wouldn't even hit the rough, you'd fly into the bunker or the water there. So it's not as simple as saying, what's the elevation? Because it changes. It doesn't change. Wind effect will change based on the elevation. This is right. And yeah, that's why it's not as simple as just what's the elevation on that hole. Alright, come on then. If anyone else is wanting to play, now is the time, because this could be the last game. It's not as simple as that either, K David 5, because it depends on the elevation change and on the wind. So it's so difficult to... This is why it's only by playing a hole to death that you become comfortable in what you need to do in all the different conditions. Right, so a 12-3, which I'm just going to play with a 10%. In fact, I'm just going to borrow a bit of that as well. So it's about 8 rings. Is it rough? No, it's absolute peach. Peach. Yeah, it's really difficult, but explaining it's difficult, but showing it is easier. Because there, we saw earlier, we did the blind bounce over shot, 2 good shots, and there I would follow Bob Lucier's method of playing the 20% over adjustment with the minimum number when I'm using the driver. It's not more downhill if I'm using the wood. It's just that you're going to be playing a club at the top of its length, and you're going to be shooting it with the wind behind you for all that time at the top of its length. So it just plays longer. And the only reason I know it plays longer is because I've gone down the road of saying, oh no, it's 20%, and then overshooting. And it's like, it's not 20%. It is more in certain wind conditions. The true elevation is how you would play it in a side wind, a straight side wind. That's the actual elevation. Anything you allow for it there. The additional things you factor in for head and tail winds, they are the ones that are for the effect of the wind, not for the actual elevation. It's just that we've become so accustomed to dealing with things in elevation that that's the easiest way to understand it. Great again. Still a nice shot. Teo. Well, Lady Kim has arrived home. And it is 10:30 in the evening. So we've got like an hour together before it's bedtime. So I'm gonna, as much as I love hanging out with y'all, you're not Lady Kim, and all this love cannot replace the warmth. I'm going to stop that sentence. So, yeah, I want to hang out with Kim. That's what I'm saying to you. Thank you all for being here. It's lovely to get back on a tour stream. There's such a different vibe. Loads more chatting, loads more bants, as you can see. Oh, did you see that takeoff on the fringe? That's horrible. That was just coming in nice and then hit the fringe with some topspin and away you go. How can a ball that's bouncing that slowly just all of a sudden take off? Yes, Mossy, let's play tomorrow. Crucible Tier 3 tomorrow. That's going to be a friendly. I've never done a friendly stream, but maybe we can just do a friendly stream. I don't know. Might play some Tour 11 as well. See, no one might want to play. Oh, yes, Bob. That was such a cool stream. Loads of power hooks. Saying that hook today. Wow. That was possibly the best shot I've ever played. Even when I have hit a hole-in-one on a par 4 before, it was not as good as that shot. Okay, so we can either play a Thor's or the bounce over with the Guardian. Benefit of going second here because we can see exactly what the situation is. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you, Ingrid. Lovely having you in here as always, all the way from LA. Oh, Caddy. No, no. Fortunately, they there was just nothing absolutely King Kong killer. I don't think I hit a hole in one the whole stream. Oh, dearie me, that landed short. But lovely. Look how that's coming in. Very nice shot in this wind. I'm going to have to do the same shot because I'm really unsure about the backspin approach. So I'm just going to go there with just shy of one. No, it's too much. There we go. There we go. What are you saying, Fenzi? I need to adjust this. The best part of 15 rings. Great left with the wind. That's going to be wretched. So it did need. It's not like normal where your first thought's right and then you change your mind and it's wrong. No, that's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. So that was a good shot from our opponent there. Let's see if he wants to play again. Nah. All right, we'll leave it there then. I haven't got a gold chest. I'm going to play one more. Nice. And if I get a gold chest, then that'll be mission accomplished. This will be the last one. Robbie May, thank you so much. You've broken away from the TV to pick up your phone. That's appreciated. Jason Hoyer, welcome. You having a good time with your family over there, Robbie? Alright, okay. Okie dokie, what we got here? I haven't had a nice big curl shot the whole stream, so this will be nice. Got to be careful not to over curl this. Looking about 10 rings down, maybe a 9 rings down for the adjustment, but the curl is going to take the ball to the right. The left curl will be right in a headwind. Wait there, I need less curl, more power, less talking. Get over! Too much curl still. But that's why I packed the cat. Yo, Matt! Welcome. So Erlich Gaming there is another wonderful Golf Clash content provider. I managed to catch his stream live for the first time. I think it was Sunday morning. Was it Sunday morning? Yeah, it was. And he was burning the midnight oil like 5 o'clock in the morning Canada time and Alberta time, I should say, not Canada time, like it's got one time zone like the UK. Nice shot there from our opponent. So absolutely lovely to see a new streamer go about their business. It's lovely to see him in his work. Well, I mean, I'm having a nice time, but sadly, it's not been the highest quality stream I've ever done. That's a fact. But definitely one of the most fun. So I'm just going to try and tap that one over there. It looks like about a 6 ring. 6 rings or so at the max adjustment. Bit of curl because I haven't got a clue. All my life actually hit a perfect. Oh, not enough curl. Not enough curl. Why did I think that was going to follow the line of the wind? That was a terrible, terrible shot. And I'll tell you now, I'm not chasing a gold chest. So if this one does not work, then the stream is going to end after this hole, regardless. That was terrible. That was terrible. But in part brought on by a poor drive. I know my man's got a power 4 ball on here, but if I hadn't have overcurled my my drive, then I would have been in a much better position to take that shot on. This was a very, very kind wind for this second shot, and not a shot that should have been in any danger of the rough whatsoever. There you go. There you go. The stupid thing about it was I laid off the curl like it was a bad thing using it. If I'd have used all my curl, I would have still been safe, and I didn't put it on. And that's what you've got to assess, isn't it? Where's the danger? The danger there was not putting curl on, and that's exactly what I did. So, bit of stupidity there, unfortunately. But I'm sure it happens to everyone. Right, hopefully a great left goes in here. Oh, for fuck's sake. That is the way it's gone. Excuse me. Even with 2 slots to aim for, I can't even hit it. So, the perfect time to end the stream on a bout of absolute terrible quality. I'm sorry about that. That said, I've had a wonderful time. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for being here, all the time you spend on this stream. It's so lovely to have you in here. All your chats, all your bants, absolutely love it. So don't give up on me just because of that wretched finish. Yeah, I'll see you all on the next one, which will probably be, look at that, I'm going to start that chest. Probably be tomorrow, and if it isn't tomorrow, it'll be Thursday. But best of luck in what you're doing. Have a great week. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. It's been absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, I'll see you really soon.